All good.
All right. Well, the decider, Omega Incubus. Here we go. Game 3. Let's go into the jungle. I hope you've got your machete, Bowie. It's time to whack some weeds. Cut us a path, bud.
Oh, I do. Okay, so this is all right. They take the bristle back on the side of Omega. Let's see what they're gonna. Actually, if I'm Incubus, I leave the last track open again because that was not a good showing. There you go. They're gonna do the same thing. I love this. So what if you just Invoker here? If you're Omega, how bad?
Whoa!
Out of 10, how bad is a first pick Invoker?
Well, you might as well do it fourth, but you think that Black Soul's gonna take it into the 2-3?
No, probably not. I was just thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Meme
I'm
it
not
up a little.
seeing
I
the
just
value.
hope they don't play Lash. That's all I want.
Well, just because he had a bad game doesn't mean he can't shake off the rust and do better in game number 3.
Right.
I mean,
Nyx plus 1. Nyx plus 1.
Oh,
Literally
that
counters
is
all
the pick.
J-Mary's heroes.
Yep. Nyx Darks here. Let's go.
now that's an opener.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I'm out on Mars. I don't know. You might be right. Maybe Darkseer's
I mean,
the way
it's
to
still
go.
the flex. I think if they pick Mars, I'm not going to grimace, but maybe time to try some other things here. You know, like we've forgotten about Enigma. That's another off laner that's just gone. I don't know why. I think the hero's still pretty solid. I mean, seriously, when's the last time we even suggested Enigma, let alone saw it banned?
Yeah, I think it is a little depressing, I guess, with the Necro. Ooh, Nyx Timber? Maybe? Please, Nyx. I mean, I don't really want Nyx and Timber together, to be honest, but I thought the Nyx was the play this game. I guess it limits Sladen a little bit. It doesn't give him his, maximum outplay potential. Well, that's not true. Nyx actually has quite a bit of outplay potential, but not when it's, picked. You don't know its potential until you've seen more of the enemy heroes.
Yes, but considering J. Marie and the fact that they really don't like to widen the hero that much.
Damn it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're chilling. We're just chilling with a Grimstroke. Just a 5.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we like this hero. It's okay versus Earth Spirit. You know, highly mobile. It certainly limits a couple of other picks you might want to consider.
I heard some numbers about this Timber last game, though.
All right.
Would you say it was like his 7th game or something?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it was Ben Jazz's 7th Timber game ever. Clearly not a specialist Timber Saw player.
So, yeah,
Maybe
let's
put it that way.
It's a little deceiving stats just because Ben Jazz played a lot of carry, but it's his 60th most played hero, which is...
Is it 60th?
Yeah.
Like 6-0?
There are 59 heroes ahead of the Timber Saw in the list of heroes that he played, but a lot of those are carry heroes. That's good. So obviously,
I mean, there's a lot of offlaners too, though. To be fair, basically every other offlaner is above it. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He still played more Darkseer. Offlaners, he's played less.
He has more Dazzle games than Timber Saw. That's insane. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm actually fake news. He has more Necrophos and Doom and Batrider and all that beautiful stuff. Anyways,
team ban.
I mean, I don't know, guys. I just dislike this last track. I know he had a couple of really good games, but if I try to remember the last great last track game from J. Marie, it feels very far away. Obviously, they didn't win a lot of games.
Distant memory.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I'm not feeling this Lash.
5 seconds remaining.
You're overreacting.
Yeah, he's fine. He was just sorting
It's his
himself
best
out.
hero. He totally, he's got this. He's got multiple Lesh settings, and, he just had the dial turned a little too far to the right that time.
Okay.
It's all good, baby. That's what makes him a Lesh specialist. He knows how to calibrate the dial game to game, Bowie. This guy has played 15 Lesh games back-to-back in pubs, all right? You think he can't handle 2 pro games back-to-back? Come on.
Has he really?
We'll see. It is time for us to show. It's time for him to show us. Jesus Christ. My brain's not working, guys. I have slept very little today.
I'm sure he's played a lot, Trent. 15 does sound like a bit much, but I'm sure he's grinding. You don't get to rank 10 on the ladder by not grinding there, bud.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's played 15 games straight of Leshrac. Why not? Probably same sitting, Didn't even eat the whole time. Starved
If
himself.
I've done it with Dazzle, he's definitely done it with Lesh.
Dire
That's a
team
fair point. The eventual Oracle ban. So, Batrider coming to play
Darkseer?
again here.
Oh, Bat
Oh,
Rider.
yes. Grimstroke Bat Rider. Love it.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay. This
So
is
now
really
what
good.
I want to see Omega doing is somehow play this last track in the off lane and get a favorable matchup here for January. You know, maybe a Clop, maybe
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, Clop would be fine.
Maybe there's no other hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Wait,
that what-
there,
is that
there
what
has
that-
to be something else, right? Versus Batrider.
Is there what Slark mid? Puck. Puck's still in there.
Puck,
That's
yeah,
something.
Puck is fine. Puck's fine.
Storm, I guess is Storm's fine.
It's okay. It's
I'm just thinking
Looks
like
a
dodge
January hero.
jungle. Yeah. How much you want to bet they don't do that though? I agree.
Yep.
I'd love them to, but
Dire team
I think this is gonna be a mid lash.
Oh,
Okay.
good versus Timber.
Can be annoying against the bat, you know, wily coconuts and whatnot. It's also against Timber. You know, you got some kill threat now. Maledict pairs okay with the Earth Spirit. Really classic support duo.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
I'd say fine. Doesn't wow me, but it's
5
okay.
seconds remaining.
So now you want a 4 that can do a little bit of rotating. Tusk, I guess, looks pretty good here.
Yeah.
Can do some rotating. Can lane a little bit with the Timbersaw. It's kind of annoying versus Witch Doctor. So they go for
Whoa.
the save for one of the Shaker. Oh, I mean, it is good with Lasso.
Huh.
I think across all of Pro Dota time, this is an amazing pick in this situation because I see some classic combos. Timbersaw Earthshaker was a classic combo because you can block the wave and you
Yeah.
can rotate mid and you can do
10
Fisher plays for
seconds
kills.
remaining.
Because like Batrider, you're always playing for like the
5
next
seconds
napalm stack
remaining.
when you fight him, right? You're like, okay, like he needs one more napalm stack and then he wants to do something. So you time your back away based off of that. But if you get fissured out of nowhere, out of fog, suddenly you die. So that's
Yep.
always good to rotate mid with. You're helping out your off laner, but Earthshaker's
Totally.
a bit of a sad hero these days.
Yeah, no, but I feel like the sole role of this Earthshaker in the first 10 minutes is going to be to enable the Timbersaw, because as you said, he's going to be able to block the creep wave, and as long as he's blocked the small camp, they will give this Timbersaw a really good lane, because I feel like the Witch Doctor is a lot of pressure, especially when you're a Shaker that wants to rotate.
Radiant
So as
team
long as they
ban.
give this Timber a fast level 3, he might be able to lane versus the Doctor and whatever other hero carry they pick on the side of Omega.
Dire team ban.
That's a weird pick. I have no idea why they just picked Darkseer.
Yeah, I guess they were. I mean, are they playing Sven? Like, that's either going to be a Sven or a.
I guess there are a lot of like melee heroes left, but like, I guess he just really likes Darkseer. I mean, he did play it really well
10
game 1.
seconds remaining.
What about the King? Not the Wraith King, the Monkey one.
5
Do
seconds
you
remaining.
Monkey versus Timber?
Eh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
We've
know.
brought up Monkey a lot today, given how little he's been picked in general. But yeah, I sort of agree he could be an option.
Maybe Slarkito?
Radiant team ban.
Yeah,
Slark
poor
against,
Juggernaut never makes it through anymore, huh? He's just too good.
Dire team ban.
Yeah. Okay. No Medusa. Yeah, maybe just take the Wraith King out. You know, you have this Batrider last, so you don't want to blow all of your stuff on a hero that has 2 lives. So
Yeah, I don't really see
just a
anything much
safe ban,
better.
I think.
They
Yeah.
just played it before.
Yeah.
I'd rather fight Sven.
Radiant team pick.
All right, they go Gyro for the Wombo combo.
Huh, I don't like this ban. Well, Wraith King is safe. You don't care if you lose the lane, you just jungle. They could...
Sven's okay too.
Yeah.
Going blind, maybe a bit scary. Troll also
10
made it,
seconds
so I
remaining.
think you could troll it out.
Would they
Again-
lifestealer
5
here?
seconds remaining.
You're against Shaker, right? Against Dreamstroke. It feels a lot of value, especially when you have the Darkseer and the Air Spirit for the Infast.
So you kind of want to Slark against Bat, but Timber means you don't really want to Slark.
Yeah. All right, so
Dire
give
team
me...
pick.
Oh, okay. Which one? Verson.
Why do we even bother, guys? It's like- yeah, they're just going to Wraith King again. Yep.
Yeah, so what's the response here? Slark?
It's not bad. Faces Void into
10
Wraith King's
seconds
bad.
remaining.
That's the counter
Yeah.
pick. Trying to think of what's good versus Leshrac, but not
5 seconds
bad
remaining.
versus Wraith King.
I mean, honestly, Lifestealer still stands out a bit.
Yep. I don't mind the lifestealer.
BKB is just too good.
Oh, they have Lesh. Damn. I was thinking Illusion Heroes.
What
but
about Weaver? Is there too much magic damage?
I think it's more about the way usually range heroes versus Darkseer struggle. But they could. Especially when you have Grimstroke. So like you do have the wave shove to compensate the Darkseer wave shove, and it combos well with things well. That could work.
Yeah, kind of Slark and Sven. Those are my big two.
There's a lot of interesting options, I think, too, though. Like
PL.
Yeah, but it's into Lesh. I mean, maybe that doesn't like end it for you, but it's also into Reflection. Yeah, you can't. PL.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're out.
Um,
Say a lot of position ones banned here.
I mean,
This
I'm just
is-
thinking about the Spectre again. It's just like it's actually kind of playable again. I don't know. I feel like they might just do it. Oh, they want Lifestealer. All right, there you
Okay,
go.
why do
Nice
we
one.
bother, boys?
Well done.
Wraith King Lifestealer. Sniped it. We really dug deep, and the answer was just right under the crust.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now the big question. Who do we think is going to win? The final prediction here, last game of the day. These bottom teams, a lot on the line, maybe worth restating the stakes here. Prize dollars versus no prize dollars.
All right, I have a question for you guys. What makes this game better for Jay Murray so that he does not have a game like last game? Because it's a very similar situation. So how do we stop
not
him
a lot
from?
of things.
I see fishers into lassos.
Yes.
I see a
Fisher
Lifestealer
into
that
flame
runs at you
breaks.
with no
10
BKB
seconds
piercing
remaining.
slows.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any save spells. The best thing he has
5
is like
seconds
counter initiation from
remaining.
the Darkseer, basically. So to me, this is a battle of Omega to have good vision so that Jay Murray is not the first one who's jumped on, or they just straight up lose every fight.
All right. What I
It
can
looks
say, guys,
easier for Incubus.
What
I
I
see a
can
lot more
say-
initiation.
is the following. If Incubus
Okay.
somehow wins this game,
All right.
they are one step closer to probably the biggest tiebreakers we've ever seen in the history of DPC. And I know it sounds scary for us as casters, but I think the people want to watch that.
Oh, I'll be
So
billing
I'll
an extra
say-
day. Watch out, Dota Pit. It's coming.
I will say Incubus is going to win this. I am not trying to jinx this, okay? But I think it's very possible. So I also dislike this Lash again. I feel like Shaker is unconventional, but it's gonna work this game. They're gonna kill Jay
Yeah.
Murray, and he will die 14 times.
If I'm
as
only
much-
allowed to play like a couple heroes for the rest of Dota's history, I'm putting Shaker in my pool.
You're going
I love
Shaker?
this hero. Oh yeah.
Okay.
This guy's he's one of my
Yeah.
best heroes, one of the funnest heroes to play. I really love seeing him come out here. He's got this one.
Yeah, we're going to curse it here because I'm going to have to join you. As much as I wanted to defend the Lesh earlier in the draft, Bowie, I don't know. I think it just looks easier for this Lifestealer. The Bat Rider looked so good. We've got another pause here to continue to dissect, but it seems like these heroes that can close the gap, having Bat Rider and Timber on the same team with a Grimstroke in the back to buff them up, the Earth Shaker there to throw some fissures and fog, and then a Lifestealer who can be hiding inside anybody at any time. I think they got the tools, man. I'm going Incubus, and with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Gary and Theven. Now, gentlemen, can we get another voice in the room here? Maybe somebody to disagree with the consensus we've got going on the panel. Can I tempt you with a Darkseer, Gary?
No. I really like Earthshaker. Like Trent was saying, throughout the history of Dota, he has been one of those exceptional team fight winning heroes. Slardin, Master Earthshaker. You reckon he carried game 2, right, Theban? What's different about this game?
He did. What's different is he's not playing Earth Spirit. I mean, Earth Spirit is a much more aggressive hero. Earthshaker,
Earth
much
Spirit,
more of a
Earthshaker.
Well, one is defensive, one is offensive, right? So I think that's a pretty big difference. Plus, Omega, they got the Darkseer going again, man. This hero, I think, is like incredibly powerful. Their team fighting just went up by a lot. I don't know. I like Omega here. I'm gonna go with Omega. You know,
Okay.
Incubus, they look good. I'm still not sold on the Benjas Timbersaw. And yeah, I think Omega got all the heroes they need to be able to win.
That was his warm-up game. I'm sure he's had his teammates, his coach telling him don't misclick level 2 Whirling Death. Get Timber Chain at some point before you level 8, whatever he did. Well, we'll find out if he does switch things up. But yeah, Omega, they've got a lot of timings to work towards. The Radiance Wraith King, this Leshrac towards that, Ewell's, BKB potentially. Maybe he goes the Boots of Travel again for that movement speed. But a lot of ways to just continually fight and not rely on cooldowns. Just Reincarnation is the only one they've got to worry about. Maybe you throw the wall in there later on in the game. Whereas Incubus, Inkswell, Echo Slam, even the Infest and the Lasso, trying to get these Infest bombs going, much more time constraints on their team fights.
I think you feel like these are easy to end abilities. It's not that easy, this game. I feel Earthshaker, whenever the Inkswell goes off, like he's got to get that perfect fissure, the perfect Echo Slams. Versus like game number 2 where the Earthquake can just roll in, walk away, roll in again every 4 seconds, wait for the right opportunity, the right team fight to be able to jump onto. And plus, if you do go in with this Timber and the Lifestealer, when the Rage runs out, you got to be careful of that Darkseer wall vacuum combo, and then you got some nice stuns and silences coming out from Omega too. So it's like not that easy to execute compared to how it was in the second game for them.
And definitely some scrappy team fights, lots of noise in these team fights you've got to contend with. I do like the fact, though, Slardin has bought boots, clarities, brings some tangos out, and his next item is just his Blink Dagger. He's just going to save straight towards Blink. Is that the way to go? No more arcanes, no Tranquil Soul Ring. Just rush Blink on the Earthshaker.
Yeah, I like the Tranquils. I don't know about the rush Blink Dagger. We'll see how it goes. He might just change his mind later on. But Benjas going for the Whirling Death level 1. Incredible.
Well, it looks like they might be able to take down Thugger with it. That Fissure block, it's kept him in play. I'll take him down. Well, Blink Rush, he's got 400 gold saved up to it already.
He really does. I mean, I also play a lot of Earthshaker. I prefer the Chanko Boots. I think like almost all Earthshakers who played Earthshaker spammers love Chanko Boots, so we'll see how he will go about it. It is 400 plus extra gold towards your Blink. You can get a little bit faster if you do rush the Blink and not get the Tranquils. But that was a nice play there, though, level 1. I'm just surprised that the Benjas went for Rolling Death again, level 1, instead of the Timber Chain.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Timber Chain used, just to pick up CS, get kills, much more effective, but
costs less mana,
he's stuck in his ways.
Does more damage. Like, he would have got the
Old
kill
dog,
on
new
the
tricks.
Witch Doctor anyway. Yep.
I'm just wondering if Slardin is thinking about, I've not seen much Earthshaker recently. With the addition of Water Runes, you don't feel like you need Tranquils, Soul Ring, Arcanes, because if you get one of the runes, your mid laner goes to the opposite one. You feel like you can just keep yourself topped up and regen.
Yeah, that could be possible. The nerf to Clarities does hurt him quite a bit, though. Going from 180 mana to 150. It's kind of, that's a little bit of the balance there, I suppose. Why don't we take a look? I know you're fascinated with Earthshaker, Gary, but there are other heroes in this game. So,
which other heroes?
Like
who do you want to look at?
The Darkseer Earth Spirit once again. Did you forget how good this was game 1?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It was incredibly good.
Yeah.
Up against a Grim Lifestealer, he's not got Rage leveled up on Burner, but they've allowed this duo to hit level 2 and probably level 3 soon as well.
Yeah, Benja's taking a beating
Benja's
right now.
there with a
Maledict. Just level 2 Witch Doctor, so not going to be bringing him down.
And now they roll up
Test,
top. Grimstroke attempts the TP.
Vacuum.
Vacuum back. This time the vacuum. It looks like it'll pay off with the Iron Shells starting to go. The Grimstroke, he's going to get caught up between the two of them and burnt down.
Yeah, there it is. That, like I said, that time it worked out. That's what you got to do. You got to hold your spell until the time you actually need to use it, whether it's the vacuum or the surge, whatever it may be. And with the Grim dying like that, he's not going to be able to TP back into the lane, so it's an absolute disaster for Arates here. Lifestealer, good. Oh, mid.
Oh, mid.
Nice.
Jim Murray's being dived. Misses the Split Earth. Black Soul rolled upon perfectly by
He's not
Demon.
shelled up, though.
The rotation, you're right, but he gets the kick and a couple of good little taps here. He's popped the Fairy Fire, the Bottle Charge as well. Black Soul looking pretty dead. Demon, he's gonna get the kill to Jim Murray. That's much more effective there for Omega.
There it is. That's a very good play coming out. Witch Doctor.
Oh, but look at bottom. The Fisher on the Whirling Death again. He's still not level 1 Maledict, but Benjaz seems he's a little bit afraid of it. Even with the 2 points in reactive armor.
Yeah, I think 2 more hits would have brought him down to very low health and just gonna chill out. Need to get some more regen out here. He's got a set of tangos coming. That's gonna be nice. Black Soul does have a water room bottom. He might have to beat Jamari to it.
He'll get there. Clears out his little stack as well. Good flame break. Gonna help secure it. Now,
That was
just
lame.
going back to that that bottom lane. Now, Witch Doctor, usually we say he is the counter to strength melee offlane
Yeah.
heroes, but
Yeah.
Timbersaul's a bit different, isn't he?
A little bit, but he's still very good. One of the better position 5s against Timbersaw. That's for sure. You can burst him, especially once you get that level 4 Maledict going. Smoke ganks onto Timber is a possibility. If the Timber especially gets caught out without having full reactive armor stacks going, he might just die to it. So I don't
the
like.
key.
There are teams who pick Witch Doctor into Timber because they feel like it's a good counter.
Well, fair enough, it definitely can pay off. Jamari going to grab up a bounty rune, also have some stacks made for him by that Demon Earth Spirit. They want to try and roll into mid again, it looks like. Black Soul, still level 5. And there's the roll in, but Slardin's ready and
Level
waiting
6.
for this Fisher. Blocks out Jamari,
nice flame break.
Batrider. He's going to survive,
Very nice
and
flame
flame
break.
breaks him over as he takes down Demon with a tower help. They
So
also swing Aretes into the mid lane. I don't know if he got a bottle refill or what happened there, but Jamari's Courier also slapped down by Slardin with that enchant totem.
That was such a sick play there, just fissuring up the last track, then flame breaking him over the fissure, and that just made Earth Spirit completely isolated. They get the counter kill. He's got lasso, man. No, he doesn't have mana for the lasso. Ooh.
Whoa.
That could have been a kill.
25.
Yeah, Artes was ready with the Ink Soul silence. Like, he's got the full load. Jamari getting a little bit fortunate there.
6-minute runes coming up as well. Now it's 50-50 time. And look at how many heroes the Radiant bring in there, but it spawns top.
Yeah.
So Aretes going to be able to grab it, but no bottle refills for either mid laner. And they'll realize exactly what's happened. And just quickly into top. What's going next? Burner seems like he's been left in the
Duggar, though.
1v1. Oh,
You
you're
want to see
right,
this
yeah.
position 5 die here? Real quick.
Yeah, real quick, he's got himself up to the high ground and need the Firefly from Black Soul to try and finish him off. I'll get it eventually.
Wow. Demon doesn't even try to drop a boulder smash onto this bat and delay that. He's like, alright, well, you're dead, bro.
I'm not going to waste my spells.
Yeah. Top lane, it looks pretty even in terms of like farm. I guess Lifestealer is edging out a little bit, but I would say, Gary, every single core in this game is pretty happy with the situation that they're in. Everyone's got some farm, and just settling in. I guess like the one that's kind of surprising is the Timber being like that low in net worth in comparison to everybody else in the race game. You typically see Timber against strength heroes being like the most farmed on the map.
Yeah, especially when they put so much focus into this mid lane, where they go again, lasso Inkswell onto Jamari, tower
Black Soul's taking so
falls,
much
and
damage,
they
though.
do have a lot of damage into that Maledict on the Black
use
Soul.
his stick.
He's got a wand and a bottle charge to use up as Thugger gets turned on. A killing
dead.
spree for the Bat Rider, the salve, and the
the
bottle
salve.
keeps him alive.
Oh, that salve was so clutch in the end there. Just healed up just enough damage that the Maledict will not finish him off. So very nice. They got 2 kills, but they did lose the mid tower. Eventually, you were going to lose that tower to the left shack anyway, right?
Yeah.
So better to at least get some trades from that. That's Jamari's first death this game. Hopefully, he won't be having such a horrible game like game number 2. Just play for your farm, Jamari. Get tanky first.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the boots of travel queued up. He's definitely considering what he wants to go for.
Yeah.
Maybe the Yule Scepter first. Definitely have to consider a BKB this game against that tremendous amount of magic damage.
I think
do
Kaya Sanj should be good enough. And just play for
Slot
like
in.
the spell. Yep, slot in.
That's a good Fisher Inkswell. They're going to kill the Earth Spirit before he dies. They do.
Yeah, where was the stun from Jamari there? He kind of just let he kind of just let Demon hanging. He went for the stun onto the Earthshaker. Maybe the Earthshaker doesn't get the last right click off to kill the Earth
What?
Spirit. Yeah.
What's the fastest position 4 Blink Dagger on an Earthshaker you've seen?
The fastest. I don't
Because
know,
I feel
maybe
like
like 8 minutes,
normal-
9 minutes.
Okay, because that's where we're heading. Probably
Yeah.
more like 10, but he's got 2,000 gold.
Yeah, if he got that far mid and didn't die, then he probably would have it. He needs 200 more gold right now. And he's got the arcane ring. Oh my god. I mean, it's kind of greedy,
perfect.
but to be honest, it's so good for Earthshaker having the arcane ring. It's actually so good because now you don't have to buy clarities.
This is so cool.
It's so good for him.
Because yeah, we usually see, you know, the arcanes or like you said, the tranquils, and it's like, you know, the 14-minute blink that's the number that's in my head for like a decent timing on the blink on position 4 Earthshaker. This is gonna be 5 minutes faster than that. Oh, that's gonna be so sweet when Slardin had this blink jump in onto a hero like Jamari's Leshrac.
It must be some kind of a record timing though for this patch. 9:30 blink.
Yeah, something for Trent and Bowie to go look up, I think, there. 'Cause we just don't see much Earthshaker, and we definitely don't see him rushing Blink Dagger like that. Well, while this is all happening, you know, Mingate, he's farming away on this Wraith King, 2,500 saved up, so Omega definitely, in their heads, they are moving towards their timings very swiftly, while holding on to their tier 1s as well.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower.
Top lane, Darkseer. You know, he's just playing for his levels right now. Eventually, he'll play with with Demon. Bottom
Here comes
lane.
that smoke.
He's got a hood though on the Timber side. They're gonna need to bring a lot of heroes down here.
4
And they do.
heroes. Well, he's leveled up Timber Chain, but that's a level 3 Maledict.
the
The Blink
Echo!
Echo! Slot in, he comes in, but where's
So
the
dead.
follow through? It's not a turnaround play, it's just a Blink Dunk into die. Black
Level 2
Soul,
Aftershock.
okay. He's gonna
Okay,
pick
hold
up
on.
the Earth Spirit, but yeah.
Gary, he dropped his arcane ring for keen optic, so then he did not have mana to use his fissure.
Oh no.
He did not have the follow-up to use the fissure. He needed the Timber to just, you know, drop one chakram, get his stick off, get the Timber Chain with the Whirling Death, and they would have probably killed 2 heroes. But, you know, he didn't have the fissure mana. And that kind of just crumbled from there. And that's the Blink reveal. Oh my god, that is very sad.
I was so excited for it. Well, next time, 100 seconds, Slardin. You'll get yourself up to level 4 Aftershock.
Oh god.
It's
god.
definitely a signal of intent, right? You know, Omega go in for that. Timbersword didn't die, right? Oh, he did.
Timbersword
never mind.
didn't die? Of course he died. What do you mean? They got annihilated. And just like Burna
And Burna
top lane.
just got annihilated, yeah.
Yep,
Tried
silence,
to Fisher
stunned,
stop them.
death warded. And here it is, the Wish Doctor. Like the combination of Omega is coming online now, right? They got the levels, they got the tome,
Dire's top
and
tower is
now they can
under
just
attack.
get this free top tier 1 tower. Bottom lane Timber is like trying to beat this tower up. Have you ever seen a game where the Timber only at 12 minutes is starting to take the tier 1? Like in this patch, Timbersaw is supposed to be destroying these towers at like 7-8 minutes, and he was like up against a Wraith King with nobody else going down here. So they're very far behind right now
Radiant's
on
bottom tower has
Incubus.
fallen.
That's a really great point, yeah. I was genuinely, before that fight kicked off bottom was where I was trying to head to, was the fact that, you know, Mingate hasn't really been bothered too much by this
He
Timbersword.
hasn't. Look at his net worth. He's got Relic 12 minutes in, and he laid against Timber.
1v1 against Timber, right?
Pretty much.
The past like 5-6 minutes. I mean, top lane, they go in with a Grimstroke. Inkswell, Firefly over the top of that. Poor Earth Spirit. Something going the way of Incubus there.
Jamari mid, a little out of position.
Yeah, he's getting beaten up by that Burner Lifestealer. Armlet phase. Tons of right-click damage and minus armor. And there's the Fisher block. Jump in from Benchaz and Jamari. He gets screwed over. It's a Death Ward Maledict. There's no rage on this lifesteal. He needs to infest in someone, so he's now invulnerable. So Thugger attempting to solo kill the carry, but not paying off.
Yeah, there's a counterplay there. Well done. And Burna with that armlet, he just wants to get a little bit more involved. Earthshaker, Timber playing together. That's what we need to see, right? We need Slardin to play with the Timber, be that fissure hero for the Timber. Just let him unload all his damage and keep doing that rinse and repeat. Play on the enemy side of the map. And Omega, you know, they're just trying to chill right now. Get to this Radiance. Once they get to the Radiance, we're going to probably be seeing a lot of smokes coming off from them. They got Surge with the Darkseer onto the Wraith King. Just get them right into the middle of the fight and just destroy. And Bad Rider's not going to want to last on the Wraith King, right? Unless they kill him, he reincarnates, and then you last on him afterwards, which is going to be hard for Incubus to do right now, especially without the BKB on the bat yet.
Or if you like drag him onto a high ground somewhere, but I guess they've got like kick to maybe get him out of there. No, there's no like force staff or anything, right, from this Radiant team.
Nah.
Witch Doctor has one queued, but it's
Is
miles
he?
away.
Oh, okay. I see a keen
did a
optic
second
queued
ago.
for the Wish Doctor.
He did a second ago. I promise. Yeah, there's a keen optic in his quick buy now for some reason. He's seen that Earthshaker's got one, and he wants one himself.
Oh yeah, the Earth Shaker, right? Well, where's
Earthshaker,
the
yeah.
fourth item of Radiant? What do they have? They have a keen optic in the neutral items.
Stash,
Mingate doesn't
yeah.
have any items right now. He could technically get that chip vest. Could be nice for him. A little bit of farming boost speed.
Yeah, Darkseer. Give it to your carry.
It's probably better for Darkseer, to be fair, because he wants that extra regen, and he's always like tanking creeps. It's like having
Gets
a
you
little
your
bit of
radiance
extra damage
faster.
on your Ion Show.
Give it to Mingate. He's screaming for it. Yeah, you mentioned as that laning phase was starting to break down, every carry was kind of feeling as though they had the farm that they needed to get to their primary its.
Yeah.
The game's still in a pretty even position right now. Do you feel like someone's come out on top after lane stage, or is it just kind of petered out and it's
I think
now down to
Omega-
these smoke ganks?
I think Omega got away with this laning stage. Like, oh, Echo
The
Blink.
Blink Echo. There's Jimari.
Easy kill.
That's the target. That is
That's
the
what
hero.
they
They will
needed.
Blink Echo all the way through this game. No questions asked. You see the Lash, you Blink Echo.
Yeah, and he needs Kaya Sanj badly because he needs that status assist against the Shaker, and then you can go for the BKB afterwards if you want to. But first the Kaya Sanj, because BKB is not really a counter to the Shaker, right? Especially if he opens with the Echo Slam. So
And if he's got Ink Swell on him, yeah, that's the additional stun in there. You just get chain disabled and you can't press your buttons.
but having a lot of HP is like a status assist is how Earthshaker gets countered. Oh no, Jamari, what you doing? You literally just died and you TP bottom like this? He's dead again.
Is he dead? He's dead again, yeah.
He's so
Sticky Napalm. He puts on his spells. Batrider's taking
Fisher.
a lot of damage, but Leshrac, yeah, he's just going to get fissured, enchanted, slammed down as the Earth Spirit attempted to roll across the map to save him. But the Jimari effect in full swing right there. 2 deaths in quick succession. Something that we've seen in previous games, and we talked about previously in this series that he's kind of got away from that and he's looked good. He's I don't know, falling back into bad habits.
You know, Jamari needs to play Leshrac like he's a Lina, okay? It's just, like, if that means don't buy Boots of Travel so you won't throw the game, just don't buy Boots of Travels, you know? Just buy your Yules, buy your defensive items, and then just... Or at least he need to have a mentality like he's Lina. Like how he died there and then TP bottom, and it's like the enemy territory, plus they got vision there on Incubus, no vision from Omega. That is just so bad.
Yeah, it's real rough, and he's moved back into mid now, but definitely want to see him to start playing with his team as well. And maybe a smoke here from Thugger and Demon. Go and launch themselves into that dire jungle. Try and slow down Incubus as best they can. So yeah, even though you just said Omega got away with the laning stage, now it feels like Incubus got away with a couple of very nice pickoffs that's definitely lifted their game.
Oh, they smoked under the ward on the high
They
ground
did.
here. They did, yep. They're gonna start camping up. They're like, guys, they're pinging the high ground. They're like, guys, stay on this high ground right now. We can take the fight. We got a lasso ready. Benjas, break
Blink.
the smoke with your hood. He's got a pipe
Echo
on
in 10.
Benjas too.
There's the smoke broken. RSS sees Thugger. Try and blow up the Witch Doctor. They drop the wall in onto the Grim and the Timbersaw. The Witch Doctor is about to fall though. They pop the pipe, but it's not enough. The vacuum back in. Catches 3 of them. They do have a Blink Echo coming, but it looks like Slaughter's been held out there as Aretas drops. And Benjaz, he's infested, running away with his lifestealer. Lasso onto Jimari though. The DD Black Soul Batrider finds the pick off elsewhere. And they still are able to move in towards this. Mingate Wraith if they want to. Chaining up towards the high ground. Yeah, he's got Radiance, but not too much in the way of backup now.
That's a huge win here for Incubus, I would say, because Witch Doctor bought up, plus they got the kill onto Leshrac. Incubus only gave up their 2 support heroes. You know, seeing that smoke, being able to camp the high ground, that is exactly what they wanted happening. Aretas wasn't able to really get that Soulbind into double Phantom's Embrace off, unfortunately, but it's still working out well for them.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fight also without Blink Echo Slam. The
Yeah, he
Earthshaker
was
got
pressured
focused.
by Jamari there, but Black Soul was able to just get the counter kill. So I think Black Soul, he is now close to BKB.
He's not too far away. Pretty much just needs, yeah, what, 600 odd for that recipe. And then he's ready just to run straight into these team fights. And they've got multiple people they can infest bomb with. Infest in the Earthshaker, the Timber, the Bat Riders are potential as well. They will just smoke for now. Putting Benjaz on the front line and moving into the Radiant Triangle. That's Mingate's Wraith King. 2 Life Boy. They are munching away at him with a good Fisher Inkswell. Chain stunning, so the first life is dispatched with quickly. They drop the wall in onto the Lifestealer, but the focus is there with a Blink Echo Slam onto the 3 of them. They completely ruin the chances of turnaround fight for Omega. 2 cores down. The Earth Spirit is going to follow them as a good block on the roll from Black Soul. Gets on top of Demon, and they're going to be able to chase them back. Taking them down. A double Black Soul around that Roche Pit. Witch Doctor and Leshrac, the only 2 survivors.
Well, that was a very nice engagement for them. It just took a little too long to try and help out that Wraith King. This ward they've had on this high ground, Gary.
They're not done. They think that's just a lone Earthshaker. It is not. That has a Lifestealer inside them. Slardin's going to give his life gladly to give a double kill to Burner's Lifestealer. And in the end, it's a 5-man wipe. Again, Incubus just sweeps straight through them.
That ward right here. This damn ward has ruined Omega for the last 3 minutes of this game. This one high ground ward. First seeing the smoke, then seeing the Wraith King isolated. Just being able to fight around that vision. They didn't even have the Bat Rider with BKB or Lasso there, Gary. And they won so convincingly.
Yeah, and next time around.
Yeah, here it is.
Here we go.
The clip again. Just going on to that Wraith King with the ward there. Then they see all the heroes coming under the vision, and they're like, okay, we just micro, walk around. You see a big Echo Slam coming in from Sodden. And they just keep dying. Like, you can't fight without vision yourself on Omega.
Yeah, and then your Leshrac scared to walk back in after losing his Wraith King twice. Yep. Wants to go back into the jungle, but there's just vision everywhere. We talked about this. The vision game from both of these teams really has dictated who gets the first step into a fight, and that very often it's who kind of deciding who's going to win the fight.
Who got that ward out there? That ward has been so big this entire game. Yeah, and you see the Lifestealer just invest into the Earthshaker from earlier, just healing him up. Aretas, okay, yeah. That's I don't even know how they got that ward that early, but it's been having so much impact. And Omega, they're gonna go de-ward that. They're gonna be like, oh my god, there's been a ward here all this time. That's why we got wrecked in that smoke earlier. It's gonna feel very bad. And they need to be careful here with Mingate. I think Black Soul's gonna go in for the kill.
He's got no reincarnation.
Okay, he walked away. Yeah, exactly.
He has a little bit scared.
Oh, Mingate walked away for a second. This pause kind of helped him, reset a little bit. But like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have reincarnation. I should probably back up here.
Oh, they get a bit of de-warding going there from Aretas as well. These 2 pivotal observer wards watching both sides of the jungle. And the entire map now feels like it belongs to Incubus. All of the vision gone from the Radiant, bar the one they have in that mid lane, which doesn't really give them much in terms of team fighting or objectives. They need something around Roshan now. 20 minutes in, we're looking towards that Roche Pit for both teams. Leshrac, TP's top. This time he's got backup though. He's called in for the cavalry. Witch Doctor and Earth Spirit both going to be following him around a little bit here.
Jamari kind of just playing this game like it's a pub. Every time he plays Leshrac, it's like that, isn't it? Like, no one's gonna gank me. I'm just gonna TP, farm the most efficient way possible. I'm not gonna die, and then he just always gets caught out because Incubus are always positioned in the right places on the map.
He plays like he's, a god among men, basically. Feels like he's untouchable, but it looks like smoke time. Infest into that BKB Bat Rider. Benjaz just holding that mid wave, clearing it out very simply. And try and bait them in with whatever they've got. And they do see Jamari and Demon up top.
Benjaz is in trouble. Oh, he got the Timber Chain out before the stun came out. Alright.
Yeah, he's alright.
Even back him too. They had 2 spells they could have used to try and slow him, but...
Oh, they scan top. They know someone's still up there. Yeah, they're TPing in towards Demon. They might think it's Jamari. They're like, oh, it's Lesh. Oh, it's just an Earth Spirit? That's not who we wanted. Infest Bomb will still come out, and he's dead for 30, but with buyback, not really an opening to go and Roshan straight away. Incubus still need A proper team fight.
Under attack.
And yeah, Jamari, he's running. He's running. He can feel this one coming.
It's just so delayed, Gary, this Kai Assange. Like, he was probably hoping to have this by 18 minutes into the game. But all those deaths have set him back so far. 4, 6, and 2. He had an amazing start this time around compared to game number 2, but he still was in the same bad positioning on the map that got him killed. And it looks like Incubus, they have so many bombs, right? They got the Batrider bomb, they got the Earthshaker bomb. This Timber can just play up front and not die to most of the spells of Omega.
It feels like no matter what pairing of heroes, you know, pretty much any 2 or 3 heroes from Incubus can kill anybody on Omega, bar the Wraith King, just, you know,
Radiant's bottom
just
tower
together.
is under attack.
And the more they control the map, the more that's going to happen.
And I think the big issue for Omega too is they don't have the Darkseer going for the Ags this game. He went for the pipe, more of
Nice
the
blink.
defensive item. So
More
Batrider,
team
he's got
focused item.
BKB
It's a
though.
good, yeah, good roll on bat. Half HP. He's got a quarter left. The Death Ward goes, but there's his BKB and a regen rune.
Firefly and Bullwhip, get the hell out of there so fast.
Speedy boy.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Omega want to force something though.
Yeah, the
And
BKB
bottom lane is pushed all the way in.
They feel good about this with BKB being on cooldown. Oh, Mingate is like, oh, never mind. I don't want to go in there. No. Smoke broke. I don't see anyone.
A Timber Saw?
Yeah,
I
they're
don't wanna
playing
go
with
into a Timber
this high
Saw.
ground vision is like destroying them. Again, the wards.
Is Megante dead here? He's clipped by the Chakram, the Inkswell. That does so much damage onto the Wraith King. They stun up the
Where's the
Timber
Echo?
Saw and they bring Megante back to life with the reincarnation, surge him away. Save the Wraith King
Echo's
as
coming
best you
soon.
can. Jamari, though, forced to self-fuels. And where's the jump in? The Infest out and the Blink Echo catches Jamari and Lissex's Darkseer. So Lifestealer free reign to munch away. Find targets, easy lunch, Thugger next on the menu. A double kill for Burner and another team fight victory for Incubus.
Well.
So many options for them as well, like tier 2 mid, bottom lane tier 3, Roshan.
It's time
the
to go high
world-
ground, right? The
It's
Wraith King is
just
only
open
level
to you.
15. No reincarnation. It's not going to be up yet either. They want to be able to pressure Mingate. If they go for the tier 2 mid, then maybe Mingate can push some lanes out, get his items, so better to go where Mingate would have to fight you back.
Radiant's middle
Well, the Glyph
under attack.
will hold
enough.
them away for now.
Yeah, 10 seconds on the other heroes of Omega. You don't want to stick around when those heroes are about to spawn. The worst thing you can do is feed away kills while you're retreating. And then Omega could possibly get a free Roshan off of that.
Do you reckon they think about taking Roshan now anyway? You know, knowing that
can
BKBs,
try.
ultis, cooldowns, they're all down?
It's kind of hard because Timber can just constantly throw out the Chakram in there. You got the Earthshaker
Yeah.
Fissure, the Flame Break. There's so much random damage. Even the Stroke of Fate would be extremely annoying for them to deal with.
Radiant
Grim also has the Shard now for his Inkswell, so that's really powerful.
Burner's so hungry for that DD rune, he raged phase boots all the way across from the bot lane to get it. So a bottled
bottled
DD,
up. They want the Rosh.
and they will
This is it.
wander into the
If
Roche.
Omega give this away, it's gonna be really rough. Because they can just walk to the high ground, just rage, hit. Not many opportunities for Omega to be able to stop that.
And if they lose a target like that, straight off, Demon
Yeah.
does have buyback, and he's gonna have to use it. They're not even in position for Roshan, they're just giving up on it. Jamari TP's mid, everybody else is down bottom lane playing there.
Jamari also going for Bloodstone next after the Kai Assange instead of the BKB. This is just... I mean, at the rate they're going at, Omega are never going to be able to fight. Unless Incubus make a huge mistake in this game. He's just
Yeah,
healing
there it
inside
is,
the
Roshan
Timber.
down.
Yeah, he is.
I just infested inside him. Oh. Time to get some D wards going. Triangle has been warded up pretty nicely by the Radiant team. But both dire supports are pushing out mid lane for now.
They got to get out because the Lifestealer with the Aegis was running in there. But now that he's gone top, they might want to walk back to this high ground and get a jump on someone under their vision. Mingate, the support
There's the
would be
back.
perfect.
Nice BKB from Bat, but they do grab Oretes, and he doesn't have buyback. So Black Soul's BKB is just going to be one to disengage. Wasting the time on this Aegis now as they roll. Demon moves forward. He's aggressively hunting here for Black Soul. Misses out on any real initiation, just a silence there going to connect onto Bat, and Omega realizing they can't push things too far.
Jamari just wants to go back to farming. He knows he is super under farm right now in this game. But good pick there from Omega just to delay things a little bit. The Grim is by far the best hero you can get if you can't find the Shaker.
Mingate's all alone.
I won't. Oh yeah,
His
he's not
first
a
life is
BKB
down.
either. Wait,
this
hold
is
on. Burner
troublesome
doesn't have
for them.
rage though.
They've got the vacuum, they've
This
got
is
the
a
kill
really
of
good
Black
fight.
Soul. Burner, he's got Aegis, sure, but he's about to die. The Death Ward's on him. Now Benja, as he's sliding in with the Timber Chain, Thugger under the Shadow Amulet.
They
Just
yield the
full
Shaker.
duration Death Ward coming. Shaker has an Echo Slam, but he's been stunned up. The Infest heals him, Slardin self-fuels. Buys a bit of time.
Mingate
They're
out
going to
of
finish
there.
him off. He gets the Echo down on Jamari and the Chain stuns forward, but they've lost out on their Earthshaker, their Bat Rider, and now Burner, Ink Swelled, can't get on to anyone further. Thugger, he's going to TP home. He's safe and sound.
They got away with everyone. That was so perfect. I mean, you went in with the Rage onto the reincarnation of the Wraith King. Now you don't have the Rage anymore. The Bat Rider also didn't use his BKB. Then that Cask with the Vacuum just destroyed them, Gary. As soon as you lose the Bat Rider, Lycer's coming back alive. You know, he tries to stick around and fight, but then the stun, the Shaker getting Yuled.
Here it is.
Yeah, right here we can see it. They get slowed. He doesn't pop the BKB on Black Soul, and they just get screwed because of it. So he dies right away. Lifestealer, you know, they also had the lasso there, and the Shaker comes in. He wants to get the Echo onto the Leshrac, but then gets instantly yoded up, stun locked up. Mingate, he's taking a bunch of damage from the Lifestealer. He needs to get out. Nice
that
surge there from
surge.
the Darkseer. Yup, exactly. And that Echo at the end of the day was also a pretty big waste, I would say. And they managed to live with all of the heroes on Omega, plus taking that Aegis out of the hands of Incubus.
I'm just wondering, was the Bat's BKB still on cooldown from when
No,
he ran
I
away
don't
from
think
mid?
so.
It come back up?
I don't think it was on cooldown.
Okay.
It may be.
But he definitely did get just chain stunned, like Vac into Cask, Split Earth, like everything landed on him.
Yeah.
Oh, a rough one for Incubus. What was their lead before that? It was climbing. It was like 5k, climbing pretty steadily. Now back down to about 2,000.
I think the worst
gives-
part is you lost your Aegis so early without getting like a convincing team fight win. So now they need to wait. How long do they need to wait for the next Roshan? At least like
5
6 minutes, 7 minutes,
Yeah.
possibly, like on average. So Omega have a huge opening right now to just farm up, get this Leshrac to where he needs to be. He's almost there, by the way. He's almost got that Bloodstone complete, and then he's gonna be a beast. Still needs BKB though after that, before he's 100% a beast.
Yeah, well, they are definitely picking up the pace and getting stronger. And Lissak's Darkseer with Blink going into that Lotus Orb. He's going to be able to save up that Wraith King.
Do you like the
Mingate-
adaptation? Not going for the Ags?
I was just about to say, I still think I would have liked it, because we've seen how quickly Mingate dies to this Armlet, Deso, minus, the AC now up. Mingate takes, 5-6 hits, and his first life just goes. It dissipates. So I think I would have liked to have seen that nice little buff up with the Iron Shell HP onto Mingate. I don't know, maybe once Earth Spirit has his own
bomb.
Ags, he can just save the Wraith King with it. But yeah, they're going to jump in. Mingate being focused, the rage used by Burner. They need reveal,
turn
that
this
Sentry
around.
will provide it. They try to turn, but Earth Spirit gets
Oh, the
sidestepped,
Echo!
and there we go. The Echo landing
up.
onto nobody. Mingate now BKB's up. They've got a Death Ward towards Black Soul. They're lassoing Lissac. Split He's found under the wall. And Incubus. They're trying to run away. Burner's still got a rage. He'll get back in towards Jamari. Self-heals, and he heals, and he
rage is
saves.
out.
There's nobody there to buy him time, and the rage does end out, but Omega, they lose their Lash and the Earth Spirit. A real weird fight.
Yeah, what happened to the Shaker there? I think he didn't click his blink. When I clicked on the Shaker right away, his blink was still off cooldown, and I think he just didn't click his blink when he went in. Very unfortunate. They got a nice wall off. They couldn't really get the Lycilla in there. They were trying to go for it. Yeah, here we go. They jump Mingate. He pops the rage. Now he has to get up because the rage is... Oh, never mind.
Oh, they're going to jump on
this one?
Benjas in the mid lane. Take
Okay,
down the
okay.
Timbersaw. But it's that little sidestep, right? They go onto Mingate, and then they fall back, and they force Omega to kind of commit to save the Wraith King. And that's where I feel like they made a pretty good move as Incubus. But now losing your Timbersaw, it feels like nothing lost, nothing gained from either team.
Yeah. And Jamari, he died again, but he's gonna be okay, it looks like. Like, these deaths on him it gives a lot to Incubus, but he's still keeping up with his own farm. It's the power of Leshrac, man. Can just split push and get items. I guess the big thorn on his side this game has been the Bat Rider, right? The lasso and the global catch potential.
And that sudden jump from Black Soul with his blink, his ether lens. He's a real pest.
It's going for the Octarine next too. This next Roshan is going to determine this game, though. I can see how Incubus are starting to struggle because of the Lifestealer's rage and his cooldown. He's queued up the BKB. As I said that, I just see him.
Those limitations.
Yeah, he needs this magic resist. Sorry, the magic immunity.
Oh yeah, we need Slardin to be on the money with these Blink Echoes as well. Like, you've picked this Earthshaker. We want a show. We want some entertainment.
Tugger?
Slardin so far, he's not really had much. There's Black Soul, it's the lasso, shreds Jamari. Two cores with no reveal. They get the Witch Doctor instead. I mean, Jamari's still around here. He heals himself up, but they've got the vacuum, they've got a wall, trying to drag them back, but no, the BKBs, the magic immunity, gonna play against the Dark Sierra. Jamari, he's being hunted, the damage over time, the Voodoo Restoration, the Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. Leshrac gets out of there, but Demon, he's in trouble now. Blocked up by that. Beautiful move from Oretes, Demon gone.
So they saved their Leshrac, but they lost their Earth Spirit plus a buyback from the Witch Doctor. Pretty big win for Incubus. But had they lost the Leshrac, he would have been gone for a long time. Potential high ground play, to be honest, because that was a fight on Omega's side of the map.
Still no real objectives for them to get, though. You know, even with a nice big win, can't get tier 2, can't get Roshan.
They gotta get these lanes top out and mid out and start playing for the Roshan. Arates, he's looking real out of position here.
Yeah, he was on a bit of a warding mission, but he gets out. He's got that shard. Dispels off the Wraithfire Blast. He's still going to get Split Earth stunned.
Hang on.
45 seconds.
Oh, it's a strong Dispel. That's okay. You know, I actually didn't realize that was a strong Dispel on the Inkswell shard.
I also didn't realize they misspelled Dispel.
Did they?
Yeah, they put 2 L's in it. Very naughty. Hello. Infest Bomb. Straight on to Demon again.
Munch.
He's dead once more. That's a great Split Earth. Bat Rider, Black Soul didn't press his BKB button, and Burner. Rage TP. He's away from there. Omega with another good trade. Bat Rider for Earth Spirit. They'll take that. And Roshan, 1.5 minutes away, so everybody should be alive for the big party in the pit.
And the Leshrac has got his Bloodstone, so the Chargers are gonna start racking up.
Nice.
Very tanky, got that lifesteal going now, and then I don't know, Gary. I'm worried for Incubus. I really think they're starting to fall apart here, or their late game damage especially.
This is definitely lacking now.
Very worrying.
It really is all down to this Roshan.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Great British Bake Off or the British Baking Show?
No.
Okay, so it's a competition where amateur bakers, they bake things, right? But every week there's different stages. You start with like 12 people, and every week they have like 3 challenges. One where they can practice, one where they're given a challenge which is like kind of a difficult challenge where they can't practice, and one is a showstopper, the real end piece. And so far, both of these teams, they've kind of fucked up their signature challenge. They've messed up the middle challenge. And now it's all down to this Roshan. It's all down to the showstopper. They've got to pull out all the stops. It's the defining factor in this fight. It could make it for them. They got the back wall. Oretes just burst down by Mingate. There's no buybacks here for the Dire team. They've got the split and run. Demon catches with a magnetized silence. He rolls in towards them. Benjaz tanks it, so Burner can maybe slip away. An Infest play? No. He turns and fights. He's got to jump into the Bat Rider. The Blink Echo! Slot in! Oh, he turns it! What a way to shut down your opponents! Mingate now stranded here, but a good cask. Infest Bomb jumps out. Mingate has a second life. He's also got the BKB up his sleeve too. Spirit's going to buy back as Lissex sprints off with a surge, stunned up with the Enchant Totem, and Mingate BKB TP, but they catch the Witch Doctor. Thugger Glimmer Capes up, but he's being chain stunned. Any reveal? Oh, come on, don't let them get away with another Glimmer Cape play. They pick him out, they know where he is. Thugger's going to die.
Boom. Enchant Totem plus the Quiver. I mean, if it wasn't for that Echo Slam, that would have been such a horrendous fight for Incubus. Like, just being able to get that wall and the vacuum onto the Grimstroke and killing him off first has been so good for Omega there.
This is with Roshan alive.
I got the replay right
Demon
now.
knows.
You
Yeah,
can
here he
see-
comes.
Oh, there's a big echo. Dude, they get 3-man echo and it landed on like all 5 heroes the damage. And that was like the
Yep.
big turnaround there. Like that Leshrac is not dying if it wasn't for that echo slam. And the Lifestealer being able to stay inside the Batrider, heal back up, wait for his next rage, allow them to be able to, you know, kind of draw out this fight at least. They got the Earth
10
Spirit
seconds.
buyback. Witch Doctor's dead.
They
I
can't
don't think
take
he can do it.
Roshan.
Dude, Lifestealer is so bad at killing Roshan.
Man.
He's so bad at killing Roshan. Oh, Incubus.
Radiant's
This is
structures are fortified.
really rough to see. They need to get some kills with this lasso right now. If it's the Earth Spirit kill, that's probably the best, right? He's the one who doesn't have a buyback. He's very annoying with that magnetize in the Roshan pit.
I need to get these lanes out first, like Benjaz. He grabs an illusion rune, he's trying to push out mid. And you've all got to converge on the Roche pit though, as Mingate just walks straight to high ground.
cliff.
They're going to get him onto the cliff top. Vacuum there, they don't make him stuck though. Mingate's down, back onto the low ground, and he's focusing on Ertes. Grimstroke slain, Lissak's dead without buyback though. No more teamfight player as Burner. He's being focused, the Blink Echo doesn't really do that much, and they lose the Lifestealer. Streak gone, forced to buy back himself. Onto the outpost as Benjaz. Maledict magnetizing the Death Ward, pummeling him. He'll pop. We trade out 2 for, 3 for 1? But Jimari's still going. He's pushing so much damage forward on that Batrider. Incubus are falling apart.
Yep, that's right.
That looked like a decent fight, but they didn't keep the Wraith King on the high ground. They whiff out on the Echo Slam, and now Roshan, you're right, belongs to Omega.
They didn't have a Force Staff either for that Wraith King. If he was just stuck on that high ground, that was it for him. Like, that was Incubus just gonna kill everybody else. Witch Doctor gonna get popped though. Nice
Yeah, we
kick
try
into
something.
the pit.
We try something. That's a dive back
Okay.
on Burner though.
All right, that was sweet. Thank you, Demon, for the plays.
Beautifully done.
I mean, this Leshrac gonna TP bottom. He's got the shard as well. He's got a cheese. He's gonna push bottom out. The moment Wraith King gets to that high ground, the Leshrac just gonna TP right back middle, and they might go for the throne here.
Oh, please.
Middle tower.
100
There's a
seconds on
DD rune.
Lifestealer. Is there?
Bring the Wraith King down. DD, come on, Mingate, DD rune. That like you say, that DD.
I think
got
he's
Swift
saying he
Blink.
doesn't give a shit. He just wants to go high ground right now. He doesn't want to walk back all the way for that DD
Okay.
and then miss his opportunity to just be hitting this building the entire time.
Well, Jamari
And-
takes it.
Yeah, Jamari's almost level 25 too for that Diabolic Edict talent.
You know what? Jamari does more with that DD rune than Mingate does.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
240 base damage on Leshrac. They're going tier 4s, you are absolutely correct. 4v4 fight currently. Racks have dropped. And tier 4 has been cracked wide open. Mingate, he's got that Swift Blink back in 5 seconds time. Glyph used up by the Dire team. Echo Slam is there, ready for the Earthshaker, and they've smoked, looking for an opening. Lasso gonna drag Mingate a little deeper. He's still got BKB reincarn, so he'll be fine for now. A vacuum in with a nice wall drop to roll forward. Where's the Magnetizer? Stun towards Black Soul. He's got no BKB on Batrider, he's dead. He's forced to buy back as Jamari gets away from the Soulbind, still holding Aegis. And your tier 4s, you've got 30 seconds left before Lifesteal can even respawn. Never mind, join a
Edict
battle.
talent is here too.
Oh, you're right. Plus 30
Explode the
diabolic
buildings.
edict explosions. The buildings cease to exist under the wrath of Jimari. He's died 9 times, but he'll finish off the throne regardless. A normal punch on the Black Soul, the back into the throne, and that's gotta be it. Omega taking game 3. Whoa, what a spicy series.
That's the problem with Incubus, you know, their lineup is really good in the early mid game, but as these BKBs go down and Lifestealer, he's easier to kite in the late game as the items come out, and I got the Glimmer Capes, the Ghost Scepters, just Lifestealer being able to just, you know, burst through a hero. It's not that it's not that easy as well. All they really needed was Leshrac to eventually get some items, allow him to be able to survive through fights, and they straight up win. Team fight was just too strong in the late game.
Yeah, I mean, he did still spend about 7 minutes